Okay, here we go. Just a moment. Oh, I see Jib is in the chat. Oh no. Oh no. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Idea Studio, where we look at life in Bangkok through the lens of design. This is our Hangin in the Studio live stream. I'm Dana.
I'm Jib.
Sorry for the delay this morning. It looks like Jib was in there and, oh, Jib, you could have talked. I don't mind.
I don't know. It shows like nothing on screen. Is the mic open?
Yeah, mic was open. But you could have... Okay, guys. So, yeah, we had a coffee mishap this morning, so I was trying to deal with that and get the coffee up and running. So it's actually just poured on the filter. It's filtering into the decanter. Let's run through the chat real quick. I see we had Emazaki in there early. Where you at? What's going on here? What's this show all thing?
What is that? Gray pop-up.
I do not know.
Where it's from? Here? Me,
Oh,
Right.
there we go. Oh, it's a download bar. We got Emazaki in the chat. What's going on, my man? Of course, we got... What does it say?
น้ำขึ้นให้รีบตัก is Thai idiom.
Oh.
It's like when you have a chance, you must do it quick. น้ำขึ้น is like a high water, so you should like get a bucket and get water, fill your container at home, something like that.
Understood.
When we still don't have tap water at that time.
Yo, Mojo, what's up, my man? Cody, how you doing? He's over in Unnut.
Ah!
He's living over in Unnut.
Do you like life at Unnut?
Yeah, Unnut's a pretty good place, right? Like good lifestyle for
Did you visit
for
Lotus yet?
Who else we got here? Nip by Jib. Dana doesn't let you speak without. Not true. You can speak into the mic anytime you want.
Didn't say anything to me. Just say,
Jib should serve nothing. No, that's not coffee. Not coffee. Yes, it's crime to serve 3 in 1 here.
I know.
Absolutely. We'll skip your next comment saying you don't mind to drink it. Emazaki knows proper coffee. Proper coffee.
Like what they serve in Malaysia? It's like Old Town.
Yeah.
Brand.
Yeah.
It's not. Do they serve Nescafe also?
Yeah, they have Nescafe there. They sell it in the grocery stores.
No, I mean like.
Hey, Stock.
In a restaurant, do they serve Nescafe also?
Oh, my mic is still hot? Oh, man. How about now? Okay, that should be good. I'm just firing it up. Hello, neighbor. Stuck. Let's see. Oh, Deborah, what's going on? Just saying hello from Vietnam. Hey, Vietnam, what's going on? Just saying.
Vietnam.
How's your situation over there? My buddy Raw Dog Eddie talks like everything is okay again over there. Oh, Prakanong, not Unnut. He's in Prakanong. Near each other.
Pocono. Okay. Just next to road.
Why is
What
it?
happened with my mic?
Oh, I had a hot mic, but I turned it down.
Okay.
Yeah. Jim, you talking to yours?
I'm not crying.
Oh.
That's why I asked, is my
Jim's mic was
on? I don't see the red dot, and you said yes, it's on.
I was recording voiceovers. I think that's
Do you
why.
understand?
Yes, I understand.
So when I ask something, it's something.
You need to be more specific.
I
Okay.
point to that, and you said
So
yes.
Jib woke up with a swollen eye today.
I don't know what
and-
happened.
Yeah.
It just, you see here, like look like I just got filler. It's free though. I don't know. Woke up this morning and it's a bit sore.
Yeah, it wasn't
And
last
it's
night.
swollen.
It definitely wasn't swollen last night. And so she asked me if I punched her last night. I said if I punched her, that it would
Like
be.
when I was sleeping
yeah.
and he punched me.
Yeah, so I definitely said if I punched her, it would definitely be more swollen. Out of lockdown, nice.
Ah, no lockdown?
Deborah says, excited 2 of my kids ate Bammy for the first time and loved. What's Bammy?
Bambi.
Bammy.
Bami. Bami, yeah.
Oh, Bammy.
I don't know.
Maybe that's what she
I don't know
means.
what food is that.
Maybe she means, usually we spell with the H, right? If it's Bammy, the sandwich. But yeah, good. With the liver pate. Hey, Steve, what's going on? Oh no, Joe's in trouble.
What? What? Joe, you come here. We'll go to train together at Q23, and I will ask coach to get permission to choke you to death.
To death.
I can choke Dana. That means I can choke anyone.
Jim needs a cast iron skillet.
Huh?
Oh, we have a cast iron skillet. I have to re-season it though. I bought it used at a Japanese shop.
Small? Cute.
Yeah, it's small enough to fit into our oven for perfect for making one little pizza or souffle. But I got it at a used Japanese shop, but it's all rusty. I need to re-season. Bami is a Indonesian dish. Okay. No, I don't know it, Deborah. But we've both been to Indonesia separately. Jib went to Jakarta when we first started dating for a workshop. And then I went when I was doing my show in Malaysia. We went there and did episodes.
I like cake there.
A skillet to keep me in line. Yeah, I guess that little one would be light enough for you to swing freely as a weapon.
That one too small. I have flat pan, or I can use wok.
Well, I think, the wok, right? It's nice and big.
It's like a Captain America.
Wok could be more
shield.
of a defensive and offensive weapon. Yeah. Yeah. So let's start out the day. Oh, I don't have my phone even. I don't know where I put it, but what are the numbers, man?
Oh, I didn't check because I'm checking my eyes. If I can see.
Yes. That is why the coffee equipment wasn't ready. Jib had the eye emergency.
It's just I don't know how that happened.
And then Jib comes to the bedroom and asks me while I'm still laying down if our eye looks swollen. I don't have my glasses on. And so everything looks fine to me.
Hey, today good number.
Oh, we're okay. So yeah, we have really good numbers today. And I want to say, guys, our numbers have been on a decrease for the past 7 days. So we've been below 10,000 for, I believe, 7 days now. And really good numbers. So new cases today, 8,452, 57 dead. So our numbers have been drastically improving. Our reported case numbers have been drastically improving. So it might not be all that bad.
So, actually the doctor find out that a new cases, okay, from funeral.
Oh, the one that we talked about where they...
So it's kind of culture for the outside city. So for the funeral, they will stay together, eat together, gambling in the night. Because somehow they believe okay, there will be relative stay at the temple with the coffin. I don't know why they do that because Bangkok don't do that, but some of them do. So during the night, how can you pass it? Nothing to do. No iPad to watch Netflix, that type. So okay, gambling and drinking. That's style.
And all the other things that come with those two.
And when they drink, they kind of share the cup. Okay, get me some.
What were they? Some Hong Kong, maybe?
I don't know. Mac Hong, right?
Mac Hong. The fancy stuff.
Old brand. Mac Hong.
Thai whiskey is pretty horrible in general. Lao Khao,
That's
Mac
why
Hong,
we add Coke.
Sang Song. Yeah, they add everything, soda water or Coke.
Chai.
It's definitely not the greatest of whiskeys. That's the reason it's $3 a bottle. I can say that. However, they do have a whiskey called Black Cock, which, it's more of a moonshine. It's unaged. It definitely burns going down. But,
Not that bad.
What do you call a woman with two swollen eyes? I don't know.
What's that?
Two swollen.
Two.
It's two words. Two swollen. Two separate swollen eyes.
I don't know.
I don't know. What do you call her, Joe? Can't wait till COVID moves out for good. Yeah, that's gonna be a while, Deborah. I think, but
I think like there's like the severity. Maybe you get like a lower and lower by the time.
I think eventually it'll just be kind of my thinking is that it'll eventually just be part of like the whole flu ecosystem, and we won't be dealing with too much in that regards. Now, the other thing is Thailand opens up November 1st, supposedly. Now, I was talking to my buddy Greg yesterday, and he was saying that the website opens on November 1st, so it's not like you'll be here November 1st.
So every like the system will start on November 1st, but maybe the first flight, maybe it's the evening. So like if you live in Asia, okay, 2 hours to fly here.
Are there any Asian countries on the list?
I don't remember. China?
Ugh.
So like I listened to news yesterday. They said, okay, when you arrive here, you must like book the hotel like one night.
Yep.
When you arrive, because they will send you to that hotel right away. Like after you check out the airport, go direct to the hotel, get swabbed there, sleep there one night until you get the result, the test result. If you're negative, you're free to go out anywhere in Bangkok or like I don't know, the place that they allow tourists to go. That's fine. But if you're positive, then go to the hospital, that type.
Yeah, it is.
So it still has to be
sense.
like one night.
Yeah, but it's not ASQ,
in hotel.
right? It's like one night at the hotel.
The hotel that like they have like maybe the system that no one gonna touch you when you check in, because it can be like you may sick. You know, it's just a, like precaution, like you may sick. That's the thing.
Hey, Waylon, thanks for coming over from Patty. Yeah, this is we're actually working on the edit for episode 3 of the BTS series now. It's been a bit of a monster edit, but cranking through it. I got to do the voiceover and then do a little bit of the motion graphics, and that will be our next video that comes out. So hopefully, also we got to do the Thai subtitles once we upload it. So
it's gonna be like another day.
Yeah, an extra day after I finish the edit. So maybe Friday or Saturday. Steve asks, did I ever get into The Sopranos? The prequel came out a few weeks ago. C+ at best, in my opinion. The series, of course, was an A+. I don't even know if A+ is a good enough grade for the series. Oh my God, it was so... Everything about that series was out of control. Yeah, I watched it religiously. I thought, at the time, it was the best TV that had ever come out, in my opinion. I did not watch the prequel yet. I've just been so busy. It is on the list of things to watch. I've heard from a lot of other people it's like a C+, a B. Like it's just hard to live up to the amazing series that was The Sopranos, though. You know, there's that. But also, like, the whole James Gandolfini's son being in it kind of was cool. Like a cool concept that his son played him in the prequel. So I like that whole idea. And Ray Liotta's in it, right? If I'm not mistaken. Ray Liotta. Have any of you guys seen the previews, not the previews, the trailers for the Eternals? They had a really funny one the other day where they were reading the voiceover. You can find it on YouTube. I won't spoil it, but it's really good. But yeah, I've not yet watched it. I do intend to watch. It's called what? Sons of Newark? Is that correct? Sons of Newark.
Oh, it's red.
Jingla, let me see. Because you had ice on it. It is swollen for sure.
I don't know what happened.
It's like significantly swollen. Is it numb or do you feel pain?
Pain.
Okay. So not having a stroke?
No! I still can speak well.
Okay, just making sure. Many Saints of Newark. Okay.
But you see, when I smile, no wrinkle on this swollen eye.
Yeah.
See? No wrinkle. There's a wrinkle, there's no wrinkle.
Oh.
Oh, maybe I should have two sides to make it even.
Just saying, ask if any of you developed any products for retail. So yeah, both of us have. I've got. So we had a mask that we developed together last year, sold very well, many thousands, tens of thousands of units worldwide. Kind of like a more sartorial, kind of like higher end fabric mask. We also have our shirts in the shop, Shop.IdeaStudio.xyz. We do all the graphic design. This is our Dang Pet Prick. Of course, we have the Auntie Jib shirt, which is just released, spicy in, spicy out.
Hi.
And then, Jib has her shop where she puts together packages and stuff like that. And she's working on something right now as well that hopefully soon.
Which one?
The shawl project.
Yeah, I have to film and release a video.
Yeah, just got to finish your embroidery project first.
Yeah, I hope, I wish to do that first, like, because it's long project, and if it's done, it will be great. And it's like relief, like, okay, this one.
The final piece.
It's done, and I'm graduate for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know when I will get the certificate from the princess, but it's okay, I can wait.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, the good thing is that you will, because now they'll actually have a graduation.
Huh?
They'll actually have a graduation now. So
yeah. So think about, like, maybe wait for next year, like the end of next year, when this batch this year graduate. Maybe okay, that will be like more people, but with the situation, like better situation of COVID, we can go and get, everyone can go get it, not just like lucky draw who gonna go.
Yeah, so that will be good. But yeah, so Jib will be working on her next product release. So yeah, we've done a few, and then in my entrepreneurial career, we had a few products that launched as well. So we've been in that space for a bit. When are you gonna watch My Cousin Vinny and show Jib the '80s fashion? We should. I think you've probably seen My Cousin Vinny.
What is that?
It's a movie from the '80s with where Ralph Macchio and his friend get arrested in Alabama, and then their cousin from New York comes down to be their lawyer. You never saw that? We just watched Heat the other day. I think we mentioned this last live stream. Jib loved Heat. We got to watch Fight Club next. That's on the list as well for Jib. She's never seen Fight Club. Hey, what's up, Hike? So right now, project-wise, Jib is working on a video series and a collection of like a build kit for her shawl project. And then filming-wise, we've got the BTS series that is ongoing. I've got a whole board of stuff that I've got put together. We've got a couple top 5 videos that we want to do. And then I've got I probably got 80% of the film done for the canal project. I'm also working on a video essay with one of the design firms I work with in Singapore called Prototype that has all of that highlights the project we put together for London Design Festival this year. So we're just kind of like building this whole concept around this modular design and building, and then using like sustainable timber and things like that to make these modular buildings. So there's a few projects edit-wise that we're really dialed in on. But I do got to do the canal video. We've got so much footage for that. I've got to start to dive in and break that down.
You want to go to swim in the canal?
I don't want to swim in the canal, that's for sure. But yeah, it's just that will be a big part of the project is getting the edit done, and then I've got probably 60% of the script for that one written as well. And we filmed a lot, so we brought like multiple cameras on that trip and filmed quite a bit. Got some cool shots, and then I've got some aerials and things like that to go into that. But yeah, I'm working on the edit for episode 3. We've got to get out and film episodes 5 and 6 for the BTS series. And we've got a few other things like transportation and infrastructure wise. We got a video I'm filming November 5th to the 7th that I'll be going out on that trip. And I'll talk more about that after it happens. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag, but I think that will be a really fun one for you guys as far as like, you know, about Bangkok, about Thailand, really ties in like location, travel modality, and urban design all in one. And I think that will be a lot of fun. I think economically, Bangkok's doing pretty well.
I think people feel better to go out and shopping.
Yeah. We were at the mall. We went to pick up a few books. Actually, I got this book I'm reading that someone who I follow on Twitter had recommended, this Siam Mapped. I actually have a link in the description of all the videos to this book. I had read the synopsis of it. If you look under the books that we like. But I've been going through this. This is a fantastic book about the history of the Empire of Siam and Thailand. And really, it's written in, I think, 1985.
ธงชัย วินิจฉัยกุล
ใช่ครับ
ค่ะ
Really fantastic book so far. So, like, I've been going through that and just trying to get a little bit more perspective historically. But yeah, so we were at the mall to pick that up, and the mall was pretty packed.
ใช่
So I was like very happy to see the mall so busy, all the shops open, people shopping. And the BTS has been very busy as well. So you get out on the BTS and there are a lot of people out shopping, out doing things, riding the train again. Whereas just a few weeks ago, you would go on the train and it would be just completely empty. So it was nice. Even like when we've gone down to, because we're filming the southern stations on the 2018 expansion right now. So as we go out down there, it's just completely empty, but it's still full as far as the train. Like, people are still on the train. Joe Pesci, that's the lawyer. Yes. Thank you, Hike. Of course Jib has seen Aquaman.
Of course. Many times.
What kind of question is that?
Many
It says,
times.
Jib, look at your phone. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I showed her that one before. You have a vision board? So, not like a vision board, but I have a workflow board. So on my board, we keep a list of ideas and then rate them. And then, you know, I put them if they're in progress, if they're in planning, and then when they're complete, they get moved off the board. So we do have a workflow of like content that we want to make. And that content is, you know, some of it's series. So like the BTS series is marked on the board as in progress. The canal video is marked as in progress and then filmed. You know, so like there are different levels to it. Some of them are pre-production. So like the video I've got coming up where I'm filming in early November is it's in pre-production. I've written probably 80% of the script for it and then done a lot of the planning. I've mapped it out. And then the other thing is starting with episode 5 of the BTS series, we'll have a much more interactive map as well. So what we've decided to do is for all of those future videos is we'll film little bits of extra content for some of the locations on the map. So stuff that won't be in the video, but you'll be able to see it as a linked video in the map, in the interactive map that we make for those. So I'll be doing the same with the video I'm filming on the 5th through the 7th. Is we'll make some of these more kind of interactive bits for the map so you guys can get a little bit more context and a little bit more immersive of an experience with the map and the way that the details pop up. Because right now we've just been using... it's a good book. I've got that book. Joe, I have that book as well. The Subtle Art of Not Giving a F.
Oh,
It's not a bad book. The author of that book is actually quite funny. He's got a very good sense of humor. He has his own YouTube channel. You can check it out. It's funny. He put a summary of his own book up, and he was like, "So many other people are getting these views on these summaries." He's like, "I should do it myself."
So he summarized his own book?
Yeah. It was actually, but the way he did it was hilarious. Very much in keeping with the style of the book. But yeah, so not a vision board, but we do have a board as far as content planning and creation and status. And I update all the ideas on there, and then we work through it. We have another piece of content planned for the near future. Jib's got to finish her school stuff first because she's like it's so close right now. Like she's like can almost reach it. It's like just out of grass. It's like almost.
And then you just say, "Oh, can you fix this? Would you mind to fix this? It's like it will look much better." It's like, okay.
But we've got a special series that we're planning about certain types of day trips you could do like on the weekend, and we'll film like a couple a month. And like we'll make a whole like series around like these places you could go and come back to from Bangkok in a single day and get out of the city and experience some stuff. And sort of had the idea when we did the mango video, and because that mangrove beach is a day trip essentially.
Yeah.
And so we had this idea like, well, what other modalities and what other types of things could we do in a day, and could we make interesting content around it? So now that's one of the things that we're planning and sort of scripting out. Check out the History of Southeast Asia podcast. All right, yeah, Cody, I will. I'll add that to my playlist. I'll check that out for sure. Waylon asks, how long have you been in Thailand, and what area do you live in, if you don't mind me asking? Sure. Waylon, I've lived here 8 years. 8 years. Jib has lived here her whole life. And we currently live in Bangkok, which is on the BTS just past an area called just before an area called Punyawiti. Punawiti. Huh?
Punawiti.
Close. So Jib grew up in Bangkok. She's a Bangkokian born and bred. She grew up in an area called Pink Lao.
ใช่
And before we lived here, we lived in Asok for a while, which really wasn't our flavor. I had a client near there, so it made sense to live there, but we didn't really like it as far as like a neighborhood. It's too busy for us. It was nice to live. This was a double-edged sword. We lived next to, at the time, what was probably the hottest restaurant in Bangkok called El Mercado. And they had like a little shop that you could pop into, grab breads and pastries and stuff. So when I would be walking home at the end of the day, I would often stop and get Jib pastries and things like that. But that place was packed out every night. So like you couldn't walk on our street. There's all these like Lambos and Bentleys parked in front of like double parking in front of buildings and stuff. So
like they kind of drive to get the passenger.
Yeah, so it was
blocked.
Yeah,
And some of them drunk.
Most of them were drunk because they had a very nice wine selection at El Mercado. But it's definitely is just a busy area, and it didn't suit us well. And we wanted more space, so when we wanted to start the studio, we moved out. We're actually about to move to Prakanong, and we had a whole issue with that building that fell through, and we ended up in Bangkok, and we're really happy in this neighborhood. It's very local, very kind of laid back. You know, there's not a ton of foreigners around here. Actually, now that people are coming back, though, like up at the condos.
Yeah, that may be more. I think a foreigner who still live there, they are a teacher from international school, because in the morning when I went to school.
Yeah, a lot of them on the train.
No, there's a van to pick them. Like, same person every day I saw. Like 2 or 3 of them stand in front of the condo waiting for a van to pick them.
Yeah, actually, one day I was out filming on one of the klongs near me, and I ran into a guy who was out with his dog, and we talked for like a minute, and then like literally the next day he happened to like pop into the stream, and he was like, "Oh, hey, I saw you on Unlit the other day." So that was kind of funny. But yeah, so it's a cool little area. We dig it. What is Cody says, one thing I've thought of doing is something like your BTS series, but having a mini map in the corner. Oh, that'd be cool. Like a map in the video, like where you're at that moment. Could be fun. Aloha from Koklan. Hello.
Cool.
Kyon. Sorry, if I butcher your name, I'm sorry. Obviously, Noons, right? But Kyon, is that right? Aloha to you too, my friend. Nice tattoos. Those the squares are not easy to do.
Oh.
When you get like the squares like that, not easy at all. Yeah, that's cool. Especially when they're perfect like that. That and circles, right? Very difficult.
What if you shrink? But you lose weight.
No, but then the squares kind of, like the tattoo kind of is under the dermis, right? So it kind of stays. I'd like to see, no, it's not going to happen. Hike, not going to happen.
Pizza company?
Not going to happen. It's not real pizza.
Can, because our daughter, she's like the seafood cocktail.
She does like that with the bacon.
Oh, that's one free. It's a kind of new one that I give it free.
They've got like a weird,
What they call
crazy crust? Is that what it was? So it's a hot dog wrapped in bacon inside a cheesy hot dog.
Yeah.
A hot dog with cheese injected into it, wrapped in bacon inside the crust of the pizza.
Yeah, like a age of pizza, and then on top, topping is bacon, just bacon. Oh, อร่อย
Is that town north of Bangkok still overrun by monkeys? You should do a video there.
โอ้ยลพบุรีไม่เอา
No.
Scary.
Yeah, I don't
you know,
want-
like it just like those monkey not afraid of you.
Yeah,
They just
anything.
like come and grab your stuff and like I don't know, maybe no one get bite yet, but
Gank your camera.
it's kind of like a thief, like
Yeah.
steal your stuff.
Yeah, and I don't want rabies shots. Kyon actually has a condo in Anna. Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
not all many condo on the main road.
Yeah. I think that's a great area to have a condo. Hey, Bean, what's going on? Morning to you, my friend. Kyon says, I'm actually a traditional tattoo artist. I use, oh, nice. Very cool. I have a lot of tattoos, like, all over my body, but none ever done with hand tools. Always something I wanted to try, but I was like, I have a friend who got some here in Thailand, and I questioned the sanitation of the place he went. But I know that not everyone is like that. But that's a super interesting way to get tattoos. Is that
You want to show a tattoo?
no, I don't want to take my shirt off. But yeah, so my whole
You have to cover this, right?
you have to cover my nipples or we'll get demonetized.
Yeah.
So yeah, both arms are done. My chest, my whole back. Yeah. So I'm planning to get leg tattoos at some point. My stomach. I have a big one I want to get done on my stomach.
Pac-Man.
Yeah. Eventually, that's cool though, man. That's it's a very difficult art. The traditional tattooing, like so much control needed to like do it, and then design wise, I don't know. So, maybe you can answer this because I think about it from. I don't know if it's traditional tattoos have like freedom in the design, or are they like sakyants where it's like the design is the design. You can arrange them differently, but you have to use that pattern because that's what the design is. Joe bites the monkey back.
No. No, monkey here is not cute.
Yeah, definitely. The one I think Patty was filming. I think it was one of Patty's videos up on the mountain.
He walked up
Yeah.
there. I think maybe that's the place that the rumor said there's like a giant monkey there.
Oh, is that
maybe?
But yeah, they were super aggressive to Patty like as well while he was walking back down.
I think that's scarier than dog, I would say.
Hike thinks that the pizza with the hot dog and the bacon sounds good.
It's good. It's good. If you like hot dog.
Amazakian wants to see preview videos. Haka is Maori. I don't know any as I'm Hawaiian.
Yeah,
that would
aloha
make
is
sense.
Hawaiian,
That
yeah.
would make sense. Very different.
Oh, you live in Hawaii, right? So,
No, he said he's in
เกาะล้านเหรอ
Thailand.
เกาะ
And he has
อะไรอะ
he
เกาะ
has
อะไร
a
อะ
place in Onna.
Oh,
So
but like
you work with the person
you're
with the
from
clothes. Nice.
Hawaii, right? I think I watched some videos like many Japanese live there.
Yeah, he lives there.
And then they become like a Hawaiian
So it's like,
American.
so a lot of Japanese.
So they serve fresh fish.
They make salmon with spam.
Huh? Maisie, not cool.
Or like our friend Ensign lives in Japan but is Hawaiian. So Ensign's from Hawaii. He's American.
But then now he lives in Japan.
Now he's lived in Japan for over 20 years. But his family is Japanese originally. But he's 100% American, was born in Hawaii and moved to Japan when he started fighting in Pride. Or maybe before that even.
Maybe you try to get the leg tattoo from him because he
Ooh.
lives here.
Yeah. You have a studio in Bangkok or you tattoo down on Koh Lan?
Do you do leg tattoo?
So this is what he said. I wanted to actually pop this one up. So he works with the person but composes the design himself. Nice. So I would love to hear about the actual design principles that go into it, because like to match the traditional with like what are the traditional design elements of Hawaiian tattoo? I think that'd be really cool. Like as far as like how you incorporate that into a new design.
I think Thai tattoo is just like
Yeah,
that.
that's the design is the design.
Yeah.
But he's saying like he can compose it himself, so that's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're still getting tattoos. Let's do it, Joe. You come here, we'll get tattoos.
Take Joe to the places that goes.
Yeah.
Love Joe so much. I will take him there.
After he talked about wrinkles.
Yes.
All good, slowly gathering things to build up my home office. Nice. Very nice. Very cool.
Ooh.
Yeah, we got. Actually, I'm like, I gotta like keep changing my desk, but I got like my power station next to me now. I've got like pretty good stuff going on. I gotta sort of clean a few things up, but not in bad shape for my working area. Jib is. I think once Jim finishes this embroidery project, she'll be kind of reset her whole working space as well.
ใช่
And then we just moved one of our shelves from the studio that was on a table. And now I'm going to move some more books over there. And we have like a drawing station set up over there as well. No studio, but I have tools. Understood. Keon, understood. Very cool.
Oh, you want to do like tattoo like pants?
Not like
Like-
pants, but something. I do want to get my legs done. Since I wear shorts all the time. Give me some UV protection.
No.
That's my excuse.
No.
Just since I also design for my job, mostly furniture. If you are passing through Vietnam, you should come see my factory. Oh, absolutely. I would love to.
Oh.
Where in Vietnam is your factory, just saying? I would definitely love to. Yeah, we've never done furniture design. I've played around with like design of furniture a little bit in as a exercise, but never actually like made any. So that would be kind of cool just to see the process. No one cares, bro. Oh, my naughty nomad back in Thailand with his uneducated pizza opinions. No one cares about your crap pizzas. Or your little food life out there in Hungary. Czech Republic, wherever you were going to get white women. Eastern Europe. We all know why you really travel. The food videos are coming. I'm waiting on one. I think nice. Okay, good. Outside Ho Chi Minh. Okay. Yeah, definitely. I'll check it out for sure. When borders open back up, Vietnam's definitely on my list. I don't know if Jim wants to go to Vietnam so much. We've never really talked about Vietnam. I definitely want to visit. I've never been. But one of the things that, one of the places that we were planning to do Japan in 2020. Like this was our plan was Japan and Taiwan to visit those two places in 2020. And obviously that did not happen in 2020. And it's not happening in 2021. Maybe 2022 we can start to travel again. But yeah, Vietnam, my buddy Greg goes all the time. He loves it there. So definitely someplace I want to check out. Jib, Eric says he'll buy you a steak if you punch me hard.
If you buy me a big steak, I can elbow him. Elbow to the head. Do you want that, Eric? No problem.
No, we got to like what type of steak we talking about here. If she's gonna punch me, she's gonna get like at least a tomahawk, dry age, 30 days. Not choke. You're gonna stretch out my dang pet prick. Can't have that. Oh, a long trip bus is not needed. Yeah, I definitely don't want to take a bus. You can take a bus to Vietnam.
Huh? From here?
Yeah, like like multiple buses. I don't know if you can take one.
Fly.
Yeah, I would fly. It's like what, 2 hours? It's like $80 to fly there. I don't even think it's that much.
Depend on promotion, I guess.
I think Greg used to fly direct from Chiang Mai for like less than $100.
Possible.
And if you can fly from Chiang Mai, you know it's usually more expensive. Jib does have sharp elbows, for sure. She would definitely break the skin.
Sharp lah.
Chai, you get that bone right there.
Oh, Chai, see, I'm not choppy.
I've got like, I've got padding on my elbow. Yeah, I forget who it was who told me they took a bus to Vietnam. And then you remember Sam took a bus back to Cambodia?
Yes, yes.
Because she was like, not all her friends could fly. So she was like, oh, we'll just all take the bus together.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Is it like a 30-minute flight? She's like, yeah.
So like, maybe she take a bus from Bangkok to the border and then cross, switch the bus.
I think her family's home is not far from the border. But she lives in Phnom Penh, obviously, because she's... Like, I don't think they have acting and modeling anywhere in Cambodia other than Phnom Penh.
Okay, so maybe she just, like, visit family before she go to Phnom Penh, I guess.
Oh, Craig, what's going on? Or should they say, ho, ho, it's damn near Xmas. It's not even Halloween yet, and you're talking about Christmas.
Oh, but you know, Craig, I just saw the news that Central World, like, taste the Christmas light.
Yeah.
Just a few days ago.
Christmas is a funny thing in Bangkok. The way they love Christmas as like as a holiday, right? And so, you know, when they set up, it's like a huge event. Everyone loves it, but no one celebrates Christmas.
Not really.
So it's really fun to watch the whole thing.
So, but you know.
Joe, thank you for the coffee,
Joe,
my friend.
Thank you.
Here's 5 for Jib steak.
So like here, like most of us, Buddhists, not Christians, so we don't know what to do for Christmas, but we just like you know, how it look. But we don't like. What would you do on Christmas actually?
Just open gifts, hang out. I guess some people.
Well, we have a gift for New Year.
Some people
not
are
Christmas.
more religious, and so Christmas is like Christmas is actually a religious holiday.
Okay.
So like a lot of like very serious Christians will celebrate it in that regard. Obviously, that's not an issue for me.
So like, do you have like a specific food that you must eat on that day?
I don't know, like maybe ham or something. Like it's not like Thanksgiving where everyone's like turkey.
Okay.
But usually there's like a lot of food on Christmas Day.
So Thai will be like the New Year.
Yeah.
The 30th, 31st, that time will be like, relative will come to visit. Maybe we give the gift and eat lots of food. Of course, we Thai, we like to eat that.
A lot of sticky rice. See,
Many food.
Eric says a lot of people take the bus to Cambodia. He's done it. Of course you have. With you and your elephant pants wearing friends.
It's long.
Wearing some elephant pants and your seashell necklace, riding out to Cambodia with your backpack. I got you.
Too many hours.
So I've flown Air Asia, man. I've flown Air Asia a lot. I don't really mind it. But I remember I flew one flight and they had like bus seats instead of like airplane seats. They were like hard plastic bus seats. That was the worst flight I ever had with AirAsia. I was like, why do they have these seats? They're so uncomfortable. But maybe that was the reason. They wanted them to, obviously much lighter, right? Plastic weighs considerably less than metal and foam. So that was probably a big part of it, save on fuel, but definitely a horrible experience. Hey, Big Jed 75 in Phnom Penh, what's up?
Oh,
You take the bus from Bangkok?
จริงเหรอ Fine นะ
Eric says the Christmas tree's already up at Central. I was there 3 days ago. It was done.
And it tastes the light.
The inside one, right? The one they put in the middle? Outside. Well, last year they put a big one in the middle that went up like 3 floors.
They put outside.
No, but they had a big one in the middle last year too. Like where the stage is.
Everywhere.
Yeah. Craig says he loves Christmas in Bangkok. You can even get into the snow.
Oh, I think.
Do you see women wear
this
long
year-
fingernails like Cardi B? You see, I don't really see women with long fingernails.
Here?
Do you? Yeah. Maybe women, not the type of women I'm around.
So like we live in a different circle, let's say.
Yeah. I don't.
So I see someone on like Facebook and they have that nail, but that type of girls I don't know, like in person.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone in person with that here in Thailand. Like, I'm sure people.
You're not gonna
do it.
walk around them because they have their own like place environment that
Yeah.
they're gonna stay like.
But I mean, just even as a style, like as like a normal.
Who gonna do that? Like, how can you like scratch your face? It's
Yeah.
like, or like, oh, something in my ear, like that.
Like I've seen girls
No.
lately that have like thick nails.
That one is I think it's an acrylic. So they just add a material on top of the natural nail
Yeah, so
to
it's
make
like
it longer, thicker,
Not so
color.
much longer. So they're a little long, but not like. I think he's talking about like long.
That one
but,
I know too.
But I've seen a lot of girls like on the train with their nails are like a little bit like look like they have rocks on like stones on them or something like that. So they're like built up a little higher, and so I've seen that, but I haven't seen like super long ones.
Coffee.
Oh yeah, I'll go get the coffee in a second. We'll have news update today from the rail about the news in Cambodia. Oh, nice. So, Christmas scotch for Joe. That's his dinner. All right, you guys talk. I'm going to go pour the coffee. It's in the decanter, so give me a moment. Jib, you can entertain people.
So you can ask any secret and I will tell you about Dana. No much change. Nomad changed his name to Hippie Nomad when he takes the visa and so yeah, I don't get like the visa run thing that you have to cross the border every like 90 days and come back. Difficult. Thank you. Do you ever do visa run?
No, because I'm not a scumbag backpacker.
I think I talk about Eric. Isn't it?
Eric's a scumbag backpacker. There's no business being here.
Oh, Eric, did you try the pizza company, the one with the new one? They have a bacon topping and sausage.
Cheesy sausage.
Alright, you should try. And I think now promotion is like you buy like their regular pizza and they give that one free. Very good deal. If you have no one to share, you can come to our house.
Jed says in Phnom Penh they do buffet lunch for Christmas.
Oh, lunch. Okay, interesting.
That makes sense.
I think Thai will stick with dinner more than lunch. Or we do lunch and dinner. Just not finish, just like sit there, but eat for 2 meals. But we don't really do buffet. We might go to a restaurant, like a la carte order.
Let's go to MK for Christmas.
Okay.
Craig says he rode an elephant from Nang Khai, Thailand to Cambodia. No, he didn't.
That must be very expensive trip if you did, you know.
He must have been very high. Very high. We're in Taiwan.
You mean you didn't mean elephant, right?
Where is Taiwan in Thailand? Can't find it on Google Map. You gotta keep looking.
Joe.
It's in the Gulf. It's a little island.
It's so surprised that when like Dana told me that some thought that like Taiwan and Thailand is the same place. Like, huh?
So I remember when I was living in Ohio before I moved here, I remember telling someone I was moving to Thailand, and they're like, oh, what's Taiwan like? I'm like, I don't know. Moving to Thailand though. And like, yeah, same thing, right? Like, no,
It's different.
Not even the same part of the world.
It's different name. It's like, yeah, we are Asian, but it's different. Different name.
Not even the same part of Asia. It's not the same part of the world.
Well, still Asia, but far.
Cody brings up a good point. The issue is he has a lot is the 7 kg carry-on allowance. Yeah. Though admittedly have never seen it enforced. I don't know how people deal with 7 kg. Yeah, what he said with his laptop and Surface, I'm over. Yeah, so I've actually had it enforced one time. Coming back from Sarawak, going from Sarawak to KL, they wanted to weigh my carry-on, and I was over, and I had to pull like 1 kg of stuff out and like just stuff it in my pockets. So I still went on with the same amount of stuff, but it was like just like the way it, like I had to.
So the other day I just read like the former airline crew. So she explained that like why there's a rule for 7 kg because of the cabinet above your head. It has like a capacity for the weight, and if everyone put like 20 instead of 7, that will be overload for that cabinet. And if it has turbulence, what if cabinet fall? Right? That's for your own safety. That's what she said. But like, well, as I'm a passenger, I can understand like, oh, why not like can sneak in more a little bit? But like, if it's just a little bit, if your carry-on bag is look normal size, they're not gonna ask to weigh. But you know, some tourists or even you know some Thai, when they say carry-on, it's not really look like carry-on. Like you cannot lift it and put it cabinet yourself because it's too heavy. You know, like. Way too
I've
much.
seen people who can't lift their over.
Yeah, so that's mean it should not be there. You should pay for load. But if it's like okay, your camera, your expensive gear that it would damage for sure if you load it. I think they will understand you for that weight. But for someone who like buy orange or lots of fruit or lots of food and stuff in the bag and like 20 kg but don't want to load, that's bad.
My buddy Uncle Bobby, who's a professional photographer, travels with his 2 Nikon bodies and all his lenses, which is way over 7 kg. And I remember he got checked once. He was just like, I'm a professional photographer. I don't want to check this. And they're like, okay.
Because with that gear, they understand the important, like why you cannot load. And they don't want to pay for any damage for sure.
Yeah.
So that one, understand, but like if it's just your clothes, your shopping stuff, just load it. But lock your luggage well.
Christmas scotch is a tradition Cody could get behind. I'm more of a Christmas bourbon guy. Christmas bourbon, not Christmas scotch.
So no one gonna invite you though.
Yeah. Justin asked, how old are we both? I'm 42, Jib's 57. I'm 42, Jib's 40. But a lot of people think Jib looks considerably younger. That's why they call her Auntie Jib on the channel. Joe, throw up some Auntie Jib stickers.
What? No. Chào. Hi.
Or Cody, one of my channel members, throw up some Auntie Jibs. Let's see if we can get those up there. Yeah, no, we're almost the same age, a few years apart. Yes, I do.
What back hair?
Hair on my back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I have like 2 little wings on my shoulder blades, and I have a tramp stamp.
It's just
of
weird,
hair.
like
yeah.
Hair at the back.
Actually, so
I don't know what is it.
I have to trim it because when I wear the backpack for my gear, it pulls the hair. And so I was like, oh my God, this really hurts. So I had to trim my back hair. I would prefer, I like to get my back and like chest and everything waxed, my arms and legs. I think it feels great when it's done, but it just takes forever because I have so much hair.
So like 3 staff have to...
4. At one point they had 4.
Yeah, like whoever available, they will run to help.
Yeah.
If not, it will be all day.
Last time we did it,
Last time it's half day.
Jib got a full wax, plus a foot scrub, plus a massage, and I still wasn't done.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, Pete, do you have anything offer for me to do while I'm waiting for my husband? Like, if it's still a long time, whatever service you offer, I will do something to wait. So like, almost fall asleep.
Yeah, like get a foot scrub, get a
everything,
1 hour
whatever they say.
massage.
Okay, you want this? Okay, let's do it.
And they still just ripping hair off me.
Yeah, because I can hear you scream like ah.
And it's not like they're going slow. They're running through.
Of course.
Yeah.
When they pull, it has to be quick.
Yeah.
Like
No, but I mean, like they weren't like going slow to like taking
No.
their time. They were like
No.
rip.
yes, even that still
Yeah.
take time.
Yeah.
Hungry, wait.
Yeah, they had to stop and eat between like cycle out to eat between pulling.
What is that?
What? No.
What?
I'm getting old and don't want to cook anymore, so I'll probably pre-order hot wings and pizza for dinner. Pumpkin pie.
Oh,
nice.
Pumpkin pie. Here it's not popular. Pumpkin pie.
I love pumpkin pie, but yeah, they don't eat it here. It's good though.
When Thai think about pumpkin, we think about food, not like sweet. Well, actually, we have some sweet that made from pumpkin. Sankaya, pak thong sankaya.
Oh, chai is alright.
That one is like
Yeah.
for the whole pumpkin, we take the seed out and clean it, and then make the like egg custard.
Yeah, put it inside and
And
bake
put it and
steam
steam.
It. Yeah.
Yeah, and just how to serve it, like they cut like, so you would see the slice of like the custard inside and like the pumpkin outside. Difficult.
What made me want to leave the U.S.? This is a good question. So really, it was more work related than anything. I was an engineer in the U.S. I have a master's in ICT. I was a telecommunications engineer. And I was just really unhappy with my work life. And the company I worked at had a really shitty culture around engineering and work, and the type of design stuff that we were doing was really becoming a lot more corporate, and like really we didn't have the freedom to make creative solutions anymore for problems that we were dealing with. And I was unhappy. I didn't like my colleagues. Not that I didn't like them as people, but I didn't like working with them. A lot of them were very much set in their, just like the punch a clock type of attitude, which wasn't me. And I also owned a small publishing company at the same time before I left. And I was just really unhappy with everything and, the overall environment that I was in. And I wanted a real radical change. I was also living in Cleveland where, cold like 6 or 7 months out of the year. And not that I don't like Cleveland as a city. I think it definitely has benefits. I've lived in much worse places, but, as far as just like where I wanted to be, that wasn't it. And so, looked for opportunity in other areas, and I ended up, deciding that Thailand would be it, and sold my house and cars, and I wanted to be one of the things. So when I made the choice of like where I was going to go, I wanted to be in a high density urban environment where I could get back to a lifestyle that I would enjoy more. So living in Ohio, I had to drive, I had to have a car, to commute to work, and like there was all these parts of life that I didn't enjoy, right? And I ended up had to live in a suburb because of location of my office and proximity. If I wanted to have a shorter commute, that was required. And so I was unhappy with a lot of those life choices that I had to make for that job. Or the compromise. I was unhappy with the compromises I made in lifestyle for my career. And so I wanted to live in a high density area where I didn't have to own a car. I could commute with public transportation. I could ride a bike. I could live a much more urban life. I could, do more work in the design field, which is more what I was interested in. And Thailand happened to be it. Bangkok happened to be it. I mean, I could easily live in Kuala Lumpur. I've actually worked in KL. I used to commute there from Bangkok for a while when I was producing and hosting a show. And Jim and I lived near the airport then, so it was like super easy to get a Grab, drop me off at the airport. Mm-hmm. This is before the train to Dam Young was done. And so I could just be there in like 5 minutes. We lived in a great walkable neighborhood called Prachani Wet behind Wasami and Nari.
Yes,
and
it's nice.
Beautiful neighborhood. If it wasn't so isolated from the rest of Bangkok.
The train is not really connect well.
Yeah. It's a great neighborhood.
It's a train to go out of the city, not like direct to Sukhumvit. So it's make us easier to decide.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, as far as like is just living there is like if I didn't have to go into like Sukhumvit so much, like that would have been like really an ideal place to live.
Yes, when we retire, we should get a house there.
Yeah, it's beautiful walkable area, nice sidewalk, great restaurants, like local vibe, nice market.
Do you know, I just find out many restaurants like opened it new before COVID, of course. Yeah. When we move out of that community, it's like, oh my God, it's nice Japanese restaurant open there.
Nice
good
cafe.
Deal for salmon, and we just leave the
nice cafe that we used to go to.
Kawan,
so, it was a cute little spot.
Yes.
But so
I would love to move back.
Yeah, eventually. Like if connectivity wasn't such an issue.
And the traffic is bad on the Wipawadi road.
Yeah, it's past the La Prao intersection on Wipawadi. Yeah. So it is.
It's packed.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Like I remember at that time, we have to think about, what time we should leave the city before it's traffic, because like when we get off BTS the last station, that time we still have to take bus or taxi to the area. It's like,
and actually, so the thing is, like, if you take a bus or a taxi, you're just sitting there in traffic. So we used to.
It can be like 2 hours.
Yeah, so a lot of the time we'd end up saying, okay, we'll just grab dinner in the city and then go home. Because,
like after 9.
Yeah.
Kind of.
So
we have to go home early before 4 or even like after 9 p.m.
But like a lot of my life at the time revolved around that area. So it was actually a nice area to live in as far as like go to the university that was right on Wipawadi, go to the airport.
Yeah.
Work at
It's quick to go to the airport.
Yeah, so there was a lot of good things, but that was a big part about what I wanted to do. I wanted to get out of the U.S., not to get away from the U.S., but to do something different, right? And do something unusual. And Asia was, a really good choice. So there were places in Europe that I looked at as well that I really could have enjoyed.
Yeah, it's not cold.
That's the other thing is I was after like several Cleveland winters and having lived in Rhode Island before that, definitely the winters were not something I didn't want to move to like Helsinki and like be stuck with more winter. So
should try Finland.
No. So Asia, Southeast Asia in particular, made a lot of sense. And again, it was I wanted to get back to a more, a more urban lifestyle that, again, where I could walk more, I could bike more, I could more easily enjoy public transportation. Cleveland had almost no public transportation. When I lived in Rhode Island, there was almost no public transportation.
Really?
Yeah.
So that means everyone has to have vehicle.
Yeah, if you don't have a vehicle, if you don't have a car. And so here's the other thing. Like, I can't ride a motorcycle year-round in Cleveland. You would die.
Why?
Because it snows. It's cold 7 months of the year, 8 months of the year.
Ooh, so has
Same
to
in
drive
Rhode
car
Island.
only?
Yeah, and so I don't necessarily, I'm not a car person. I don't want to own a car. I always think it's hilarious when people buy cars in Bangkok, and I think we have one of the best public transportation
Because it's hot.
systems in
The
the
thing
world.
here is like it's hot, right?
Yeah.
And like
No, I get
you
why.
work in the office, like you don't want to get in the morning and you sweat through your shirt,
That
right?
doesn't bother me.
So like that's why people drive.
No, I get why they do it, but I mean, there's such good public transportation. There's such good infrastructure, and I mean, I understand. So Bangkok is very much struggling with this urban sprawl. People are moving further away from the center of the city because they can get cheaper places to live. As a result, they buy a car because that then allows them to drive to work and live in these places that are not reachable by public transit. I do get that. But at the same time, like I just choose a different lifestyle. And I'm often frustrated by the traffic across Southeast Asia, not just in Bangkok. And Bangkok's by no means the worst. Jakarta's worse than here. Yangon's the worst I've ever seen the world over. But, and of course, Bangkok could do more for bikeability and things like that, but no place is perfect, right? Places that tend to be more bikeable also have more winter, which I'm not about. So, but the funny thing is I also hate the heat because I'm not used to it yet. 8 years, I'm still not used to it. So, yeah, it's a long, complicated thing, but it mostly was work-related. Cody has an excellent point here. Both Taiwan and Thailand love bubble tea. So same, but different.
I don't know. It's the same level of sweetness or not. I know that we drink sweet. But
When Craig lived in Saipan for 17 years, my mom would constantly tell everyone her son lived in Taipei. Jim's face.
17 years. Really?
Yeah. If they ever found just tell me you really want me. Yeah, true. Check those batteries. Dana snores and has a hairy back, yes.
Correct.
Both facts. The solution, a handbag if needed, a jacket, carry the heavy things there. Not part of the carry-on that way. Yeah, true. I've seen actually a jacket that was designed to hold like a laptop and like everything in it. And then like you have like a 1 kg carry-on, just throw your bag up top. The carry-on dog is also 7 kg limit with bag included. Our pup is 7.5. I'm going to shave him fast for a good week before travel. Just give him a laxative. He'll get that out. Oh, Joe knows. Jib is 27.
Thank you, Joe.
Just looks 27. How's your eye? Oh, the swelling's going down. Yeah, still swollen, but less.
Is it hot here
No.
compared to this? No?
No, it's not. It's warmer than this side, but it's not hot.
Yeah. Something happened under skin. I don't know what happened.
Paul's only lived in Bangkok during COVID times. Where should I go first when alcohol starts flowing?
Let's start on December 1st.
So I guess it depends on how you like to consume the alcohol that's flowing. If you want like a nice bottle of wine, there's definitely some restaurants I can recommend that have nice wine selections. If you want to just hit it hard, that's not something I know too much about. So that I can't give you too much insight on. But yeah, for like if you just want like a nice wine or a nice glass of whiskey, I definitely know a few spots.
Maybe go to our province.
There's definitely some other provinces you could get some good. Actually, if you want to get some like homemade lau khao that will make your vision go blurry, I can recommend a hill tribe.
Hi.
That is waxlarious. Did you get the Brazilian? I did get the Brazilian. They waxed everything.
No.
Not everything. Everything but.
You didn't get Brazilian.
Well, they waxed everything except my.
That one has to
Oh.
be done if you call Brazilian.
Oh, Brazilian's everything?
Yes.
I found Taiwan closer to Japan than Thailand.
ใช่ค่ะ
And Christmas said, "What's your email? I'd like to contact you to do a feature of my." Sure. And if you go to my about page, if you're on desktop, go to the about on my channel page, and you'll see my email list. And you just have to go through the authorization check. Suburban Bear tossed Dana out of the U.S. He wants to come with me. If he could take his kids, he would in a minute, I think, leave Cleveland.
Well, kids here, like if he bring all the kids here, expensive for school.
For school, yeah.
Because
Three
they
of them.
must be like in international school.
One of the things that like Suburban Beard and I have been like we met in Ohio, like one of my best friends for sure, and it's funny like how like certain relationships like grow stronger when you leave the U.S. and some just fall off. And Josh and I were good friends when I was in Ohio, but not as close as we are that I live halfway across the world. We talk every day. Every single day we talk. And so, and have like ongoing conversation. And I guess this is like the chat apps have made this incredibly easy. But we're constantly communicating with each other. Funny, Joe. Oh, everyone likes motorcycles.
Huh.
I got a lot of work done on my scooter recently, so that'll be highlighted soon. Actually, there's a great motorcycle shop for you guys in Bangkok. If you have a scooter or a motorcycle, Sokol Motorsports, SMS Sokol Motorsports, right here in Bangkok. Amazing service, really good technicians. The owner speaks English flawlessly, and incredibly good pricing. And really good service. Like everything they've done for me has been phenomenal and very, very, very affordable. So it'll be slightly more expensive than like going to your local Samchai motorbike shop, but considerably less than going to like a dealership or like one of like the higher end places that you see on Sukhumvit. And the work is just as good, if not better. I mean, really like dialed in good stuff. So highly recommend. I'll do a walk and talk soon around Bangkok, and I'll make sure I tag it in the map, because really in the service, the level of service is fantastic. So the owner actually, I wanted to put a top box on my bike, and the owner doesn't sell them there. And he was like, "Oh no, I know a local shop that he only sells top boxes. So if you want to go, absolutely, we can go and do that, and I'll drive you over there so you can check it out, and he'll just take care of you." And he did that. He literally drove me over to the top box shop right down the street. We brought my bike, and boom, got my top box installed. No problem. He helped me out completely. So I cannot recommend that shop enough. It is so awesome. It's right in Bangkok on 97/1, Sukhumvit 97/1. Right at the end. And there's a 7-Eleven right there, so if like you're just getting something quick, there's a cafe across the street. I mean, really good spot. My view on public transport. Indeed. Imagine moving to a dry country. Damn, that's harsh. Ooh, moving to a dry county. Yeah. Ugh. That would be rough. But there are places like especially when you get out like Utah especially has a few dry counties, right? Deborah says you can ride a motorcycle in snow and ice. You just have to know how to navigate and use balance. Yeah, no, you can, right? But it's not riding on the snow and ice that's the issue. It's the absolute freezing cold whipping across your skin all the time, or your. Who said that, Joe? Yeah, it's the absolute freezing cold that you have to worry about, in my opinion, Deborah, if you're going to ride it in the winter. Even, I used to ride a bicycle. When I lived in Boston, I rode a bicycle all year. And I loved it, but you do get really cold. Hey, Dave, what's going on? Yeah, you missed the coffee. My coffee's almost done. We actually started a little late because the coffee was brewing up. I had to get it in the decanter. Yo, Dave.
Oh, pumpkin.
In the notes, I want to make sure I know where to know when I get there. Yeah, absolutely, Token Nomad. I'll throw it right here. SMS. Cold waters. I want to make sure that's right. Where's my phone?
On that table. You want phone?
Actually, I'll just go here. This is fine. Sorry, guys. I got a little sniffly nose today too. So let me pull that up because I do want to. This is normally I wouldn't just outright recommend something, but this is just such a good shop, and I know that a lot of people struggle with finding a good shop. I know that for a fact. Here, I'm going to throw the link in the chat, Token. So they've got a Facebook page. I would definitely recommend following their Facebook page. And I chat with the owner he'll respond in English on the chat. So definitely worth checking out.
He studied overseas, so no problem with language.
Yeah, he lived in New Zealand and London.
Yes.
So he sort of speaks British English, but I mean, close enough to real English.
Nah.
But yeah, I mean, absolutely great shop, and they work on everything from my scooter to they've got Ducatis in the workshop all the time. So Ducatis, they had a couple Yamahas there the other day, some Kawasaki's. So they've got a bunch of stuff, and they work on old two strokes. I'm not on Facebook, but save the name. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I'll type it again for you, Token, and I'll put the address.
Maybe give the name. How about Google Map location?
Yeah, I'll pull it up 1 second.
Y2A สกล
Oh, that's the way it's written here.
Really?
Oh, it's only on the link.
1A.
So just 1A. 1 second.
สกล Must be his name สกล
Yeah, maybe. Oh, then I do SMS. Yeah, this is it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. All right, Token, here is the link to Google Maps, my friend. So that is the shop. All right, where was I? Craig, I was thinking maybe a motorcycle ice racing oval in BKK outside Central, December 20th.
Huh?
The studded tires just ripping around. Flow days, this miracle. First time, about 5 blasts each side before bed. I need to try. I got this one. Oh, excuse me. This peppermint inhaler opens me up. Oh, sorry. I used to do a bit. Oh, excuse me, guys. Sorry. Yeah, I used to compete quite a bit. I might not stop for a minute.
No.
Man. Oh, one more.
Oh.
Maybe.
Yeah. We don't have cat. Why you sneeze?
I don't know. Oh, what's going on?
We don't have dog and cat.
Oh.
If you're gonna sneeze like this, maybe we should have cat.
Oh, I don't know what's wrong with my nose. So, jiu-jitsu or MMA? Not anymore.
So from what I know, he used to fight MMA
Yeah.
for fight.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to fight professionally MMA a long time ago. Average fighter. Not great. Not bad.
Win some, lose some.
Yeah.
Yo! Oh!
Oh, man.
And somehow I can find the gi for him that he can wear, but he doesn't like to wear a gi for BJJ.
Oh, man. Yeah, so I don't love gi for sure. I'd rather do no gi, but Jib was training in BJJ at Q23. And Adam, the guy who owns Q23, is an absolutely phenomenal instructor. I really like training there, but I'm not a huge gi guy.
You like to break someone's toes there, right?
That was an accident.
First day in class,
He got his toes stuck in the mat. I didn't break it.
because he partnered with you.
He didn't partner with me, and I pushed his toe in the mat. He was trying to take me down, and he got his toe stuck. It's two different things.
He's nice though.
Yeah. And then Adam dislocated his toe. He didn't break it. And Adam pulled it back into socket. Like his toe just turned blue. There was no blood flow.
Scary.
And Adam pulled it back in. It was like pop, and then the color came back. And it didn't hurt up until that point. And then he goes, oh, now it hurts.
Imagine if it's happened to me.
So you guys live close to Bang Nam Phong? Have you been on a day trip there?
Bang Nam Phung.
No.
That's the Bang Ka Chao.
Oh, it's Bang Ka Chao? Yeah, we have
It's a
been.
market ไง
Oh.
ตลาดบางน้ำผึ้ง
Oh, we have been to Bang Ka Chao, yeah.
So people like Bangkokian like to cross the river or drive there for a one-day trip.
Yeah, we
Ride
did-
bicycle around. Yeah,
What?
we did one time.
2 days?
It's like work one day
Yeah.
and the other day just check out the hotel.
Yeah, we stayed overnight at the, they call it the Treehouse?
I think,
Bangkok Treehouse. Bit overpriced, but cool design.
yeah, scary stair though.
Yeah. Well, it's got the space-saving stairs. So it's like you step, like each foot. Going up
To
wasn't
go up
bad.
is okay,
Yeah,
but going down is like,
It's a bit sketchy. Deborah says she used to ride all year round on a Harley many moons ago. Oh, well, you got all that heat coming off that V-twin that's going to keep you warm. Oh, Wow, that's all year. Well, where were you riding all year round, though? All year round in San Diego is a lot different than all year round in Cleveland. So I think you live in. Do you live in Michigan or Indiana, Deborah? Is that right? So I think it definitely gets cold in those parts of the country. I think John Poe rides like all year as well, or deep into the winter.
Huh?
Oh, thank you, Bean. A hat fell off the rack after my first sneeze.
Nice. Why not?
Oh, Joe's keeping count. 8, 9. He had to stop MMA due to sneezing. Now, I stopped competing in MMA because so it was the early 2000s. I just didn't see a future in it for me. Like, heavyweight wasn't super competitive or super popular at the time. And I also just didn't want to, I didn't see the point of taking the risk of leaving my technology career to pursue fighting full time with very little upside. 10, 11, so I got up to 11. You sneeze because when you sleep, it's postnasal drip that irritates the lining of your esophagus, which in the morning reacts to breathing upright. The more you sneeze, the more sniff you swallow, more stop. Dana sneezes. Jib looks like she's preparing for a hurricane. Hurricane! I don't know. Sometimes I just, like, it'll be the middle of the day and I'll just have a sneezing fit. It's kind of weird. Wait, what time is it? Oh, why can't I pull it up anywhere? There we go. Only 10:30.
So your sneeze is not, it's still not the same level as the closest street, neighbor closest street.
Yeah, what about our douchey neighbors across the street?
This the lady.
She's a douchey lady.
And when she sneezes, like, we can hear it. Even we sit in house with the 3-meter wall, and we are in closed room, like AC room. We still can hear her sneeze.
Yeah, so we have our 3-meter wall outside, protecting our outside area, separating us from the street. Plus trees in front of that. Plus our house is closed off because we have the AC on. Very fun. Must be a loud sneeze.
Yeah.
But, you know, like, they're just loud people in general. Like, they talk on their phone, like, and I can hear them.
Everything.
Yeah. And Jib will be like, oh, yeah, she's talking on the phone about her husband cheated on her. and he's an asshole. I'm
like, not even have to try to hear it. It's just like water tree outside, small garden here. Yeah. I'm like, oh, can hear everything.
Yeah. So you can hear her talk on the phone, like when we're just sitting here at the desk. Yeah.
This is like a concrete wall, not like a.
Yeah.
Like the wall that not a fence.
It's not a condo wall. Yeah. We don't live in LPN or AP, but yeah, it's definitely. It's strange, like, how loud they are just as people. Like, no one else in the neighborhood is like that. And they're just, like, outside sharing their business with the world. And the dude just walks up and down the street on his phone all night talking to someone. And we can hear his whole conversation. Shirtless, yeah. And not the type of dude who should be shirtless.
I don't know what he tried to show.
He's got no muscle tone at all. Like I don't think he's ever lifted weights a day in his life. There's no definition anywhere. He just walks around outside shirtless, smoking cigarettes and talking on his cell phone. It's very unappealing.
When you get your six-pack back, you should walk shirtless.
Even chubby, I have way more muscle tone than, like, just more muscle in general.
No, we don't understand. When we see belly, we think you're just chubby, fat, you know.
What about my quai shoulders? Jib has been comparing my shoulders to looking like a buffalo. So I said she's going to get me a yoke, and I'll just, like, start plowing, like, plots of land for work. So yesterday, I had to drop packages off for delivery, and I drop off. I was wearing my retired working for you awkward shirt. He's got the ringer style shirt with the different colored trim around the arm and the neck. And it's a little tight on my arms. And so both at the post office and at the Shop.IdeaStudio.xyz Express shop to drop off packages, both people said I look very muscular. Yeah. So first the guy at the post office like, oh, muscle, yeah, big, good. And I would call him the window 4 guy.
He always there at the counter 4.
And then the other one is then the girl at the Shopee place said, oh, big muscle, so nice. I'm like, it must be the shirt because I was literally there the day before. No one said anything. And the day before I had lifted weights. So like I had a really good pump. But this day I was just like, yesterday I did just jump rope. So like I wasn't looking super muscular.
Tank top next time.
And so tank top with all the tattoos coming out. And so the girl was like, it was just, I came back and told Joe, I was like, this shirt must make me look big because everyone said I look muscular today. We have a Dyson Air Purifier down here. It's not running right now though. Actually, I gotta vacuum out the back. But yeah, we have 3 air purifiers in the house.
Yeah, because
3 Dysons.
That time is PM 2.5, so we bought.
Literally spent like almost $3,000 on air purifiers. The big one was more than $30K, right? It was like 50.
I don't know. No.
I think the big one was, yeah. And then the small ones were like 25 each.
That time is like, it's not easy to get air purifier because everyone get it. So like, okay, whatever like brand that we can get and like, okay, we just.
And there weren't like the Xiaomi options that there are now.
Huh?
So the Xiaomi.
Xiaomi.
Yeah, like now they have a bunch that are cheap. They're like 3,000, 4,000.
Yeah, before like.
Yeah.
Like sold out because it's cheaper.
Yeah.
Like 3,000 baht or 4,000 baht. Like.
Yeah, but they didn't have as many options then as they do now.
Yes. And this is many years ago.
Yeah. So the Dysons, they were expensive, but they do work really well and they're super quiet. I think Eric, Minority Nomad, has a Xiaomi air purifier. But the Dyson is, I mean, for what it is, it works fantastic.
Xiaomi is more quiet.
Is it really?
Yeah, mom has it at home.
Wow. More quiet than, we keep these really high.
But this one is like a fan too. Yeah. But like Xiaomi is just like
air purifier.
Yeah. Because the shape is like this and the fan is on top. So it's not going to blow air to you. It's just like purifying air.
Yeah, so the Dysons are fantastic, and they give you a readout of like what your AQI is inside the house.
Until you fry good chai.
Yeah, until if you cook something, it shoots up to like 500. Especially if you make something spicy, AQI is like just brown. Oh, 5 hours from Josh. All right. Yeah, so I lived next to Josh, like not next to, but like 2 towns over from Josh. We worked in the same office. It's Southern Illinois, 5 hours. Okay, yeah. So, that's cold Harley weather. That's right, Joe. I'm not fat. I'm fluffy.
Fluffy?
Yeah, fluffy. Fluffy.
Aww.
Did I hear Jimmy Rave had to have both? Ooh, really? Someone had... That's tough.
Huh?
A double amputation?
Who is he?
Pro wrestler.
Oi, what happened?
Yeah, I'm just looking at both legs amputated. It looks like below the knee.
Oi.
Oh no, above the knee. It looks like double amputation above the knee. Contracted MRSA months after he underwent surgery to have his left arm amputated. Damn. Oh, so he had his arm amputated and had... Oh, wow. But doesn't represent well antibiotics. Wow.
What happened to him?
So it looks like and I don't know why he had his arm amputated, but So here he put a tweet out, said, apparently it's time for me to come clean. This past June, I began having trouble walking, went to my surgeon. He determined I had MRSA in both legs and they needed to be amputated immediately. Promoters can tell you along with my peers I've had a history with this and would cancel. Wow. History with this and canceled shows due to this condition. Wow. Wow, that's crazy. Wow, a surgery bill. Summary of charges. Whew. Room and board, $52,000 in the hospital.
Oh.
Wow. Oh, so you also had an infection that caused the arm amputation. Damn. Wow. That's insane. MRSA is scary stuff. I had a friend who had a MRSA infection. He was fighting in the hospital for months and beat it. But yeah, he was in the hospital for months.
Hi.
Damn. I heard Josh is he is he leaves some of his lights up year round. He actually has another channel that's just Christmas lights.
Wait, this is not November yet.
No, Josh. Well, he does a Halloween. He has lights for Halloween and lights for Christmas.
Oh, so this would be light for Halloween,
Yeah, and then he
right?
just changes the color with the controller, the LEDs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that means he will leave it on like all November before Christmas?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, no, he might shut it off in November and then take some time to change certain elements until December. Yeah, he has a channel. I think it's called I Christmas Harder Than You. Is his Christmas light channel, where he does like all his controllers and how he sets up the lights. Because of the way
he take it very serious.
Yeah. And because of the way his roof is, like he can easily get up on the roof and walk around and do stuff.
Oh.
Yeah. Then he does like he has like he literally has a white picket fence around his yard. So he'll go in, he'll put lights on the fence and put all types of displays up. Yeah. Yeah, he gets really into it. Really into it. Yeah, I Christmas Harder Than You. Let me see if I can find this. I think filtered by channel. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, he's only got 18 subscribers, so if you guys are into Christmas lights, go and sub his Christmas channel. He doesn't really talk about it that much, but he definitely he enjoys the shit out of putting those lights up. Craig says, I went to give blood today, so my Thai wife gives blood and they reject me. What the hell? Did they reject you because you were high when you went? You were high AF when you showed up at Red Cross? What'd they reject you for? Jib's never been rejected. No, you have been rejected once.
Twice.
Yeah, for having low iron. But yeah, I've never been rejected. They always take me. But Jib has an iron issue.
Fat chubby. Get
Yeah.
2 bags.
Yeah, they double bag me.
No.
Actually, usually I'll give. They'll ask me to. In America, they would ask me to give just my red blood cells, and they take your cells and they give you plasma. So then they take 2 pints.
I think here you can do that too, but only at the big one, the Thai Red Cross.
Yeah, maybe
They have a separate room because you stay there longer.
maybe that's better for me to do since I'm O pos and not O neg. Because I don't think the red cells have the heme type on them. I think that heme type is removed when they do the double red.
O positive.
Yeah. So I used to. So I always thought I was O negative because that's what my dog tag said when I was in the Army. And then I had been donating blood in America for years, never checked my card. And when we started donating blood here, I got blood typed. And they're like, oh, O pos. I was like, what? What was that, man? Oh, that's fine.
You're a dildo.
No, it's not a dildo. It's a... It's a rectal spreader. No, I'm just kidding. I got this weight pin for one of my exercise devices to hold it just holds 1-inch weights, but it came just wrapped in plastic, and so I had bubble wrap around it. And it was just wrapped in a plastic bag, and Jib got the package from the delivery person, and then she's like, what did you order? But yeah, it was like $2, so I needed a weight pin, so I got it. But
So when we date, he said he's O negative,
Yes,
and
yes.
I think, oh, that's perfect.
yeah, because Jib's
I need
O-neg.
that.
And then it turns out I'm O-pos.
That's the point. That's the point.
So Jib said she wouldn't have dated me if she knew I was O positive. But by the time we found out, she was too deep. Says because 1980 and 96, I spent more than 5 months living in one of the number of countries. For me, it was Wales. So they said I could carry mad cow.
They have like the form to check where were you this year, like some certain disease that they're still concerned.
So mad cow, you could still have it
I don't know.
from 96?
It might be some remark on your life, like you never ever can give the blood. Something.
Yeah, he does have the Christmas Story lamp. Oh, you have a 10-gallon pin. Nice.
What is that?
How much you've given.
Who?
So 10 gallons is, let me see how many liters that is. 40 maybe? $37.8.
Yeah.
37.8 liters.
Wow.
Nice.
That's a lot.
I was high AF, but she said it was okay. So okay to be high as fuck, but not okay to have lived in Wales for more than 5 months. Well, I mean, maybe that's just a Wales thing. Be neg. So here's the thing, Joe. You have to be. So anyone who's thinking about moving to Thailand, especially if you're older and may potentially need medical care, if you have a negative blood type, it's something to really consider because, like, only 2% of Asians have negative type blood. So Jib is incredibly rare. Less than 0.2% of people have O-neg, which is what she is. So that's something that you do need to keep in mind. There's actually a Facebook group that Jib is in called Negative Blood, Rebus Negative Donations
Something.
Thailand.
So it's like
yeah.
a rare blood type.
Yeah, and so if people need that type of blood, they post there to try to just like rally the troops. Like, hey, if you have B neg, please go to the hospital. This person needs donation.
Yeah, you can donate with the name of the patient. You can write down on a form like, okay, please give this to this person. That style.
So
but normally I don't do it. Just like whenever.
Yeah, because Jib's O-neg, it can go to anyone, and she goes every 3 months like clockwork.
Almost every.
Yeah.
But like if I know that I'm not eat a lot, not much sleeping time, I'm not gonna go because it will waste their taste kit to try to taste my blood if it's good enough.
And Jib's always on the borderline of anemic. So actually, for a long time, I remember actually the first time you got rejected, Jib had tried eating a vegan diet with me, and so I don't have a problem with Jib was eating everything I eat, not the same amount, but all the same food that I eat. And like she one wasn't feeling too good, but two, she went to give blood and they rejected her outright because her iron was so low. And they were like, if it's any lower than this, we would put you in the hospital and give you an infusion. And so Jib came home and we went for salmon because obviously her body just did not respond well to that diet. And you'd only been doing it for like less than a month, I think. Like, it wasn't long. And
long.
Less than a month, I think.
I have more and more.
Maybe, but the other thing is, like, Jib's diet's, our diets are, 98% the same. Like, Jib eats a lot of vegetables. So, for her, it's like not a lot of salmon. I bet you now your iron's through the roof. You guys have been eating salmon like every day. Your blood might be magnetic.
That's what I joke with Jem the other day. It's like, Mom, we should wait like next week. This week, no more salmon.
Maybe you might have magnetic blood. That time Jim made it. I'm not into helping. Yeah, no, 10 gallons. I'm not into helping. Yeah, sure, Joe. But yeah, so just just be. Oh, you mean? But yeah, just be like aware. Like if you are gonna move here, that if you have negative type blood, that is an issue. That is a real thing.
But like we have a line group that like you need help, you post there, and there will be someone willing to help because
for sure.
So for me, sometimes Red Cross call me like, "Hey, this is a
emergency."
Yeah, emergency. Can you come? Like we keep calling people to like help because the like a kind of a mother needs cesarean section to get baby out, but like not enough blood for her. It's like, okay, I'm going. Like, can you wait 1 hour? Let me get dressed and go out. Say, okay.
Yeah.
Please come. And then when I go there, I go to the counter. They take me to like fast track, like just like almost pick me to the bait right away.
Yeah, Jim has like VIP card for Red Cross because she's ONAG. So they're like, oh, ONAG, please come with me. And they literally like, she gets an escort right in.
Not really, but like at the time that they like need this for surgery, they just like have a staff walk with me. They walk me through every counter and like just, okay, I can take any level, right? I don't care. Just like give me the bait. Like, okay, take it. But that quick. But if it's just like random walk to donate, I just press the button or negative blood. Yeah. It's just like, okay, shorter queue. Yeah. That's all.
VIP blood donation.
Quick.
Hey,
they don't want me to change my mind.
Goods in the you're anemic also. Okay. Maybe I should try salmon. I wouldn't mind magnetic blood. Sounds cool.
But actually for anemic, like you can eat chicken and eat some vitamin C to help absorb. So chicken, broccoli, but chicken and fruit.
Chicken's not as arroy as salmon though, right?
Of course, but like, well, when you eat iron, you need vitamin C to help with absorption. Yeah. So avoid high iron meal with milk or with the high calcium.
Oh yeah, because it will bond, right?
It will like kind of fight each other to get absorbed with the same receptor. So if you drink milk, like no need to focus on iron. That's it.
Good. Definitely have to. You should actually donate now because like I said, you're probably magnetic. The magnetic blood is good unless you fight Magneto. If you remember the second X-Men movie.
Yeah.
Don't fight with Magneto if you're on a high salmon diet.
Not high salmon. It's small.
So every day is not.
But it's small amount.
Yeah, Joe, don't piss off Magneto.
Oy.
They wouldn't have need to send Mystique to inject you with the iron. They could have just like given you a free pass to a salmon buffet.
Well, now cannot eat a lot.
But yeah, I think so. That's just something to be aware of, guys. So especially if you're older, and especially if you want to live outside of Bangkok. So if you want to live in like rural Thailand and you have a negative blood type,
it's difficult.
You're gonna have some more challenges because that blood will need to be transported from anywhere else, like from Bangkok or Hangin, if that's your if that's like the biggest city near you, in Isan.
Yeah.
So that's a real concern medically.
But you know, like many Thais that has a negative type, they live around country, so should not be a big issue. You just have to go to the right channel to announce that you need it, and people will come to help you.
Yeah, but for the emergency situations.
Yeah, but hospital might announce for you.
Sure. So I've actually read some research recently about there's something that they can do to. I'm not sure why. Oh, because this word.
Why?
Token, your comment got blocked. I had to approve it because of COVID.
Ah.
So, but yeah, there's some research recently about a way to remove. So what makes blood positive or negative is just a protein structure that makes it a positive blood. You have that protein attached to your blood cells or not. And so they found a way to remove that protein from the blood cell and make it negative. And negative just means no protein, so it's neutral. So I don't know how in use that is, but it is a technique that does exist. Deborah says some people who are anemic actually need B12 and iron at the same time. That's for, so actually, I take a B12 supplement usually, and they just give me iron supplements. And
No, you take my iron supplement.
I take yours as well because you don't like them, and you just choose to eat. But when I ask for B12, they give me iron. Right? Remember, because we asked the pharmacist, he was like, "No, this is for B12. It's just that they come together."
I don't know. Can't remember.
Which is fine for me because I don't eat meat, so it's okay. Like I don't mind to take an iron supplement, but like I also take Jim's iron supplements when she doesn't want to take them because for her they bind her up. It doesn't do that to me. But yeah, usually I end up getting the B complex just because I know it will have B12 and all the other Bs in it just in case. So,
Which?
according to the Trumpledite conspiracy theorists, you can't just get the COVID vax if you can just get the COVID vax if you want magnetic blood. And remember the guy who was like, "Oh, it sticks to me."
Oh, some Thai did that too, and then like take photo or video and post it on Facebook and TikTok. It's like,
And then people are like, "Just take a shower, please."
do you know that like if you're sweat and like you can stick anything?
Yeah, I thought that was funny. Yeah, I remember when people said it makes me magnetic. There was a bunch of like when that was happening, like the memes on TikTok were amazing. Waylon asked, "Who do I use for travel and medical insurance?" What's the name of the company we just got for my accident insurance? So we just went through a broker to buy. I bought supplemental insurance. I haven't bought travel insurance in years because I haven't traveled in 2 years. Because I am in the Social Security system here. I have Thai Social Security medical coverage, but you can buy supplemental like through a number of companies. AIA is pretty well known here.
Oh, maybe it's AIA, no? Let me.
Yeah, I don't know who the new policy is through.
I forget because she's like say many name and like for the broker we contact, she's like asks what we want.
Yeah.
And she will find out like the package that like match.
So the guy who sold us the insurance was also trying to sell us like financial planning, and so I asked him to just describe the fundamentals of like the methodologies of his system, and he couldn't. And so I was like, not a good look for you if you can't explain it to me, dude. He's like, "Oh, I need your information first." I was like, I'll stick to the insurance.
I think for accident insurance is AIA.
Yeah, I think it was AIA, but AIA sells everything. They're really well known here.
They have like a health insurance.
Yeah. As a young teen, we would get drunk with the babysitter, and in the morning, she would give us B12 shots in the butt to keep us from having hangovers in school.
Huh?
What?
Really? No, shot to the butt like with the needle.
Yeah.
How can? What?
Yeah, what kind of babysitter did you have? I mean, that's kind of wild. When I was in the Army, the medic would run potassium bags on us
Who's gonna
after.
do that? It should be nurse.
You can inject B12 yourself.
Yourself, but not someone else do to you.
What size needle they use for the B12?
Hey.
Can you use the insulin needle for B12?
I don't know.
Oh, I got one in here. What's this? Oh, that's a 24. It's a 25.
That's grandma.
Yeah. No, there's like a 25 in there. So I got the B12 here. If you need the tiny ass 29 gauge needles. Yeah, crazy, right? What kind of babysitter was that? But yeah, I was saying when I was in the Army, they would, if we had a hard night out, the medic would run potassium bags on us when we got back, and we'd all pass out back at the barracks with potassium bags hooked up and wake up like all hydrated and feeling good.
Oh.
What's up?
One of our Adobe photo sale.
Oh, nice.
Must be big because they send about tax.
Oh, tax is good.
So it might be like 50 cents for the photo that
Probably.
we sell.
Maybe 35, who knows?
Do we have that?
Hey, Chris, what's up, man? We're just finishing up. You're just waking up. Nice. Hey, are you guys still on lockdown in Oz?
I think they open. Go back to normal life, isn't it?
Is it you guys back to normal? Can you leave the country, though? That's the question. That's
Maybe
what
not
Chris-
yet. They open everything like business there, but not allow their people to go out.
Yeah.
Maybe. But if you can come November 1st.
They usually inject me with B12 and give me iron tablet script. I think the B12 injections burn, don't they? Because it's like I've heard they don't feel comfortable when you get injected with B12.
Oh, I don't know. Never have.
And I think it's an intermuscular. Deborah, is the B12 intermuscular or subdermal?
Have to ask Mama.
Uh,
Oh, not cold anymore.
oh, she was a caretaker for old people, so she had needles.
What?
Joe did that as well, the potassium bags.
Huh?
Yeah, he was an army medic.
Yeah.
So,
No, but I mean, like, that's mean he was hangover
yeah, of
to
course.
get that.
Or he was running out on the other guys, maybe. Or running out himself. But yeah,
Sure.
usually come back after a hard night of drinking. Like, and you don't think about it at the time, but the medic was out drinking with you. And so
Oh.
he's there sticking you with the potassium bag. Never missed on me though. It's funny because my veins are pretty good, but when you give blood, they freak out. Like here, they're like, "Oh my god, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get your vein,"
Why?
and it's like throbbing out of my arm. When they put the strap
They
on,
don't see it here.
they do here.
Only I agree.
Try.
Maybe too much muscle.
Man, too much fat would be the problem. But I don't
you
have
see
like
mine?
fatty arms. No, I can't even see yours.
You see green line?
Oh yeah, a few, yeah.
They love me. Like, okay.
Yeah, easy. Yeah, I remember when we did, I think they called Combat Lifesaver in the Army. It was like a one-day class. And everyone had to run like IVs on me because I had easy veins to get. So I had like IVs up and down my arm.
Yay.
Not fun.
Not fun. Nah.
And actually, one girl missed. She missed on me.
How can she miss
She had a tough spot. Someone had already done like the easy spots.
Ooh.
And I ended up all black and blue.
Mom can stop
Oh,
you
they were
here.
pre-packed.
She can do that for you if you need
Here?
subclavian.
Oh, no. Yeah, slowly starting to open state by state. Supposed to drop all the BS paperwork before Christmas. Oh, nice. Won't need to get to that Plan C.
What is that? BS?
Oh, bull poo poo. Bullshit.
Why?
Kwai.
Why?
Kwai
Why?
key.
What?
Kwai key.
Key kwai.
Key kwai.
Oh yeah, so like maybe censorship not on because of the Thai word, right? Key kwai.
Key kwai. You guys have that term in Thai? Key kwai?
No.
No. Nice. I'm glad this starting to open up so you won't need Plan C. Yeah, Chris has got like all plans to get out of the country if
When
he
will
needs
you
to.
come?
As soon as they let him leave, I think he's waiting. He's like not.
December 1st, we can drink in a restaurant
Yeah. Is it 1st or 15th?
first.
Ah.
pop can open December 1st.
Joe says I'm what they would have called a pin cushion back in training.
Ooh.
Yeah, where they just stick you with all the. There was one guy. He ended up getting IVs on his legs.
Huh?
Yeah.
Here?
They were like. I just remember up and down his legs. They ran IVs on him. I didn't have that.
Why have to do that? What? Like.
Oh, for training. When the medics would train.
But you say mom said nurse will love me because you see my vein.
Easy in the hand.
Yeah. You're easy
that always looks painful. The hand ones.
No.
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 I would drink White Russians like it was chocolate milk. The babysitter's best friend was a bartender girl. She'd bring gallon jugs home. Damn, Craig, you were partying it up as a kid with the babysitter.
How old?
Yeah, how old were you?
Because you need babysitter, that means you must be young.
Yeah, I don't think I had a babysitter after like 10 or so. So, yeah, who knows? Julian Glazer did a vlog where we went to hangover recovery place in BKK. It was interesting. I don't know who that is, Julian Glazer.
Hangover recovery?
Yeah.
Well, no, actually, Bangkok is a place that you come and get drunk, not recovery from hangover, actually.
Interesting. Hangover recovery place. I'm sure they have them. Like, people here drink hard, so it makes sense. I think there's actually a place in Vegas called Detox, where it's like a club and they do like IVs or something there. Or it's like called recovery or something.
So like really like help you to get through thing.
Okay, I'll check them out. Interesting though to have the.
Maybe you can recommend friend to go there. Like, okay, there's a service that can help you after a long night.
What did the babysitter's best friend look like? Joe, he's always getting the angles. Always getting the angles, Joe. Oh, it's 11:11. I think we're going to wrap it up, guys. Just past 11 o'clock. We got some other stuff we got to get done.
I'll finish my embroidery today.
Jib needs to start working on the embroidery. Oh, real quick, I want to see George popped in here. Well, this morning got my new Eureka Cyclone vacuum cleaner. I'm going to be ready for smog season. Nice.
Where?
Up north.
In Chiang Mai.
Smog, yeah.
Oh, already start, lor.
Eureka Cyclone. Those vacuums look cool for sure. Oh, B12 can be either or intermuscular or SQ, but mine was given intermuscular. Okay. Julian Glazer is fluffy. I'll have to look him up. I don't know who he is. So yeah, intermuscular. I've heard that IM is painful with B12. That it burns. So
no.
It's reconstituted too. So it's like you have to reconstitute and do the shot.
Yes.
So, but it's water based, which is I don't know why it burns. Ninth grade and you had a babysitter, so not to be trusted. Okay. With that,
Younger sister.
Joe's. Oh yeah, the younger sister. That's why. Joe says, "Take care of your wrinkle." That's the swelling's coming down, but yeah, little bit. Yeah, I can see the fold under your eye again.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, guys. With that, we are going to wrap it up, though. Thank you guys for hanging with us today. We're rocking with us on the live stream. We appreciate it. So I'm working on episode 3 of the BTS series now. Working on the edit, so almost done, and then I got voiceover and motion graphics to do. So, a little bit more work, and then the Thai translation, and it will be ready for upload. And with that, I saw that. We'll check it after. And then a few other videos in the works, guys. And we also want to do a short on the pricing of the BTS. Maybe we'll get that done Friday when we head out. This will be the one to leave on a bunch of Auntie Jibs. All right, guys. Again, thanks for rocking with us. And we'll see you next time. Peace.